This is T.E. Steger Smith, and I'm coming to you live today. Today, we're talking about giving free advice. Giving free advice. Now, for those of you who know me, who partner with me, who work with me, or any capacity, I love to read. Of course, I love to talk, but I love to read. I was reading online. I was in my, what account was I was in? I was in LinkedIn, and I came across a colleague of mine who I have talked to, who's a contributor for Forbes magazine. And she put out something, I think it was last week sometime, about giving away too much advice. Now, in my career consulting practice, we teach interviewing skills. And no matter how good of an interviewer you think you are, even myself, we could always brush up on speaking and how to communicate with folks. Well, she had put out an article, and look this up. You can look this up on Forbes.com, or if you even have the hard copy magazine, I think it may be in last week or may not have come out, but I know it's online. And it talks about you can actually give too much advice to where you can talk yourself out of a job. Although most interviewers, they're writing down notes as you're interviewing, sometimes you could be giving them food and fruit for them to hire the next person or to hire internally. So stop giving away too much advice. But that's not to say to go totally silent and not help someone else out. But make sure it's a win-win benefit for all. Okay? All right? Especially entrepreneurs. We're not in business not for free, not to gain business or to gain partnerships. I understand this. We're in business to make money. All right? Now, I understand some of folks are in the nonprofit world because I teeter in the nonprofit world too. On my nonprofit side of the house, I deal with customers, clients, for those who have mental health disabilities. So yes, I service that world as well. But on the for-profit side, I have a business. Okay? I have a business. But more going back to my initial conversation is you can give out too much information. And we need to learn as a people and as business folks how much is too much. Let me give you just a quick scenario here without giving away the company, and we're going to protect the names of the innocent. And we thank you for following us, and give us a thumbs up. And as I always say, share this message. Love this message. Wow, this message. As we're continuing to speak. But I was in and I was at a large conference, and it was across the country. I'm located right outside of Washington, D.C., so this was, like I said, halfway across the country. And I was asked to give a speech, just a 5-minute spiel about what I do. And I entertained questions. And I found myself, because I do a lot of counseling, I found myself giving more advice. And for those of us who provide advice and counsel, we tend to, that's what we do. We tend to do that. But a lot of times people will take that and say, okay, I don't need you anymore. I don't want to pay you anymore. We don't want to, we don't want to do that anymore. Thank you. Thank you for the life. And we don't want to, people don't want to pay you. Remember, you are gifted with your talent and skill, and that is further enhanced with education, certification, and people need to be put on notification that they need to be that you need to be paid. You are gifted with education and certification, and people need to be put on notification that you need to be paid. There I go with that triple alliteration again. I knew it was coming. So I began to give advice. Now, I was told to only stand up for 3 minutes, and although I'm not a preacher in any way, shape, or form, it turned into 10 minutes. I'm like, I told the room, I said, wait a minute. I'm not a preacher. I says, but it's turned into 10 minutes. And they said, Dr. Trey, this is good. We need to hear this. So I learned how to cut myself off. The question to the followership here today is, are you giving too much advice? Are you giving too much advice and not being compensated in any way, shape, or form for it. So make sure it's a win-win benefit for you. Now, let's get out of the for-profit side. Let's get out of the nonprofit side, which you are looking to gain money to support your cause to help the clients that you serve. But now let's go into your family. I know it's a touchy subject. We all have issues and dramas in our families. If you are that family member that's doing well, or that they come to you for the advice, counsel, or whatever, if the advice that you give, you know what, let me not step there because I may have some folks watching and I know I'm not going to give any loves or get any likes from this. If you are that person that they seek for to you, if you are that person, just continue to say, you know what, I've given you lots of advice and it doesn't look like it's going to be a win-win situation in your life. It's not going to look like it's going to be a win-win situation in my life. And maybe you can refer them to someone where it can be a win-win for all. Okay? So I'm learning this. I'm telling you all this today because I'm walking in this. Truly. I'm walking in this truly. I'm going to refer back to the lady who actually, she's on Forbes and she's a contributing editor and author of the talking about stop telling too much in interviews, stop giving too much advice. Because obviously if you got that interview, obviously they saw something in you that you can contribute to their company. Now, if you're a 1099 employee, you see how I got off the family subject because someone was touchy and someone already tapped me on the shoulder and said, don't go there on the family, Dr. Trey, don't go there on the family. But back to that interview, if you were selected for an interview with a specific company and you have a certain tagline, or if you're known for a certain discipline and you're providing so much expertise, more than the questions that they have slated to ask you, then it may be a little bit questioning. This was a little bit more than the interview than I expected. Then really ask their true motive. Okay? Really ask what their true motives are. So I need you all to stay on assignment, stay in alignment so you won't be in confinement, and make sure you like this video, love this video, wow this video. Once again, my name is T.E. Steger Smith. I'm better known as Dr. Trey, and that's all I have for you today. Continue to be a blessing in your life, be a blessing in each other's lives. Have a wonderful and blessed, beautiful, marvelous Monday. Bye-bye.